Welcome to our back to school, or at least back to learning edition of Trade Matters. In pop quiz format, we'll offer a little geography, mathematics, public policy, and history. Are you ready? Question number 1. Among the United States' top 20 trade partners in 2019, we had a trade surplus with only one nation in the Western Hemisphere. Was it A, Canada, B, Brazil, C, Mexico, or D, Colombia? First, only 3 of these nations were in the top 20 in 2019. The United States imports a lot of oil from Canada, our number 2 ranked trade partner. We import a lot of manufactured goods, particularly in the automotive industry, from Mexico. Mexico, in fact, was our top ranked trade partner in 2019 for the first time ever. So we import more than we export to those 2 countries, meaning we run a trade deficit with them. Colombia was not a top 20 U.S. trade partner, though we did have a trade surplus with the South American nation in 2019. It ranked number 25. The correct answer then is Brazil, the number 14 ranked U.S. trade partner. The United States exports a great deal for Brazil's strong aviation industry, including parts, as well as technology products like cell phones and related equipment, computers and the like, to the South American nation. In fact, the United States has a trade surplus with many nations of the Western Hemisphere, including in Central America, even though we import a great deal of important but lower value clothing, fruits, and vegetables from those countries. Question number 2. For the second consecutive year, and only the second time in history, U.S. trade topped $4 trillion in 2019. How many zeros in 4 trillion? A, 12, B, 9, C, 15. Well, a million is 6 zeros, a billion is 9, and a trillion is 12. The actual total looks like this. While U.S. trade topped $4 trillion in 2018 and in 2019, it will fall well below that this year, thanks to the coronavirus pandemic and resulting economic damage. Question number 3. While more than 40% of all U.S. trade is with just 3 countries, Mexico, Canada, and China, the United States does some trade with almost every country in the world. Because of U.S. policy, there are restrictions on trade with some countries. With which one or ones of these countries did the United States not conduct any trade in 2019? A, Cuba, B, Iran, C, North Korea. It's not Cuba. U.S. trade with Cuba totaled $289.35 million in 2019, the highest total in 5 years. It ranked number 139 among U.S. trade partners. Historically, all that trade has been U.S. exports and heavily regulated, largely of things like poultry, certain grains, and medicines. But in 2018 and 2019, the United States actually had a trifling of imports from Cuba, 2.55 million in 2019 and 1.26 million in 2018. It's not Iran. It ranked 177, down from 122 in 2018. Trade was off more than 85% to 74.56 million, though the 2018 total had been the most in a decade. It is North Korea. For the first time since 2006, and only the second time in a quarter century, the United States conducted no trade with North Korea in 2019. So there you have it. Our largest trade surplus in the hemisphere among the top 20 was with Brazil. Our U.S. trade topped $4 trillion, which has 12 zeros. And for the first time since 2006, the United States conducted no trade with North Korea in 2019. I'm Ken Roberts, and this has been another episode of Trade Matters. Thanks for watching, for commenting, and for sharing.